Have you ever wondered why you sometimes find yourself alone in life? Why Allah might place you in a season of solitude, separated from certain people or things? Is there a purpose behind it? Today, let's dive into a profound journey of reflection, discovering the wisdom behind solitude in Islam. Strengthening spiritual connection. Let's start with the first aspect, strengthening your spiritual connection. When you're alone, there's less distraction. Think about it. When was the last time you had a moment just between you and Allah? In the silence, away from the noise, we find an opportunity to build a closer relationship with our Creator. The time Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, spent in the Cave of Hira holds profound hikmah, or wisdom, and lessons for all Muslims. His period of isolation in the cave served as a significant spiritual preparation for his future mission, as he sought closeness to Allah and reflected on the condition of his people. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, retreat to the Cave of Hira allowed him to build a deep, undistracted connection with Allah. The solitude and dedication prepared his heart to receive the divine revelation. For Muslims, this highlights the importance of spending time in sincere worship, reflection, and prayer, even in the midst of worldly responsibilities. Taking moments of solitude to strengthen our relationship with Allah can bring us peace, clarity, and a stronger sense of purpose. In the quiet and isolation of the Cave of Hira, away from the noise, distractions, and corruption of Meccan society, the Prophet, peace be upon him, could fully concentrate on his inner thoughts, reflecting on life's purpose, the Creator, and his role in the world. This undistracted connection allowed him to seek guidance, pour out his concerns, and strengthen his faith. For Muslims, this teaches the value of dedicating time exclusively to connect with Allah. In our daily lives, setting aside moments for personal worship like prayer, dhikr, and supplication can deepen our faith and bring inner peace and clarity. It was a time to cleanse, focus, and strengthen his inner self, making his heart receptive to Allah's message. For Muslims, this is a reminder that a heart free from worldly distractions and cleansed from insincere intentions is more open to divine guidance. Taking time for reflection can help us align our hearts with Allah's will, allowing us to receive and understand His guidance more clearly. Take a moment to reflect. How might you use your time alone to deepen your spiritual bond with Allah? Reflection on society's condition. Sometimes, solitude is a way to step back and reflect on the world around us. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, was distressed by the injustices and idol worship in Mecca, and he used his quiet moments to think about what he could do to change things. The Prophet's seclusion was a time for reflection on the moral and spiritual decay of society around him. Mecca was filled with idol worship, tribalism, injustice, and oppression, which distressed him deeply. In the silence of the cave, he could contemplate these issues and seek guidance from Allah. As Muslims, this teaches us the value of self-reflection and critical examination of society's values. We are encouraged to recognize wrongs and consider how we can contribute positively, upholding the principles of justice, compassion, and goodness. Have you noticed something in society that doesn't sit right with you? Maybe this time alone is a chance to reflect, to see where you can bring positive change. Ask yourself, what do I stand for, and how can I be a force for good? Patience and readiness for greater responsibilities. Solitude can also teach us patience and readiness. The Prophet, peace be upon him, faced incredible challenges, and his moments of isolation helped prepare him for those trials. The time in the cave was a preparation period, instilling patience and endurance in the Prophet, peace be upon him. His mission would require immense resilience, as he would face hostility, rejection, and immense challenges. In the same way, solitude can help us develop patience and prepare us mentally and spiritually for our own responsibilities and trials. It's a reminder that Allah prepares us through life's experiences, even if we don't see it immediately. Alone time strengthens resilience. It's a preparation phase for the responsibilities ahead. Could it be that Allah is building patience in you, preparing you for something greater? Reflect on the challenges you may face. Could this time be a training ground? Appreciating silence and simplicity. In a world full of distractions, silence can be refreshing. The simplicity of solitude allows us to appreciate life's blessings and recognize that peace often lies in the simple things. For Muslims, this underlines the benefits of simplicity and silence, allowing us to clear our minds and hearts, focus on what truly matters, and find tranquility. Regularly seeking simplicity and moments of calm can lead us to greater inner peace and understanding. Have you ever felt that inner calm in moments of quiet? Embrace it. This simplicity, this silence, is a reminder that true happiness doesn't come from things or people but from Allah. Acceptance of solitude as a means of spiritual renewal. Sometimes, being alone is a form of spiritual renewal. Solitude is not a punishment, but a time of cleansing and renewal. Just as the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, sought solitude to connect with Allah, we too can find ourselves refreshed and renewed in times of quiet. In the silence of the cave, free from the distractions of everyday life, the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, could listen to his heart and mind, understanding life's purpose on a deeper level. For Muslims, this underlines the benefits of simplicity and silence, allowing us to clear our minds and hearts, focus on what truly matters, and find tranquility. Regularly seeking simplicity and moments of calm can lead us to greater inner peace and understanding. Are you willing to accept this moment of solitude as a gift, as an opportunity to renew your soul? Building empathy and concern for others. Solitude is also a way to deepen our empathy and concern for others. Reflecting on the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, time in Hira, we see how his solitude strengthened his compassion for those around him. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, retreat to the cave was not an escape from society, but rather a means to renew his soul and seek divine guidance. His example teaches Muslims that solitude is not something to fear or avoid, but something that can refresh and deepen our connection with Allah. In the modern world, where constant distractions are everywhere, setting aside time for solitude, reflection, and worship can bring much-needed clarity and balance to our lives. Prophet Muhammad's, peace be upon him, isolation wasn't selfish or self-centered. His reflections in the cave strengthened his empathy for those suffering from ignorance, oppression, and injustice. Muslims learn from this to use times of reflection to build empathy and compassion for others. We are encouraged to emerge from solitude with a sense of duty to help others, advocate for justice, and spread goodness. How can you use your time alone to think of others? Are there people in your life who need your kindness, support, or understanding? Sometimes, being alone helps us to see the needs of others more clearly. Islamic teachings on friendship, influence, and the wisdom behind solitude. Islam teaches us to choose our companions wisely because they influence us deeply. Good friends lift us up, while harmful company can lead us astray. If Allah has placed you in solitude, perhaps it's to protect your heart, to help you grow stronger before He brings the right people into your life. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "A person is on the religion of his friend, so let one of you look at whom he befriends." Abu Dawood and Tirmidhi. This hadith underscores that friends have a powerful impact on our beliefs and behaviors. Good company encourages us toward righteousness, inspires us to do good deeds, and reminds us of Allah. When we are surrounded by people who strive to be close to Allah, they naturally influence us to improve ourselves as well. In contrast, being around people who indulge in harmful or sinful behaviors can draw us away from Allah and weaken our faith. If Allah, in His wisdom, places someone in a state of solitude or separates them from certain individuals, it may be to protect their faith, refine their character, or bring them closer to Him. In times of solitude, a person has the opportunity to evaluate their own life, connect with Allah without distractions, and seek clarity about their values and goals. This can lead to spiritual growth and a stronger foundation in faith. Additionally, solitude can be a means of safeguarding one's heart and mind from negative influences, especially if a person finds it challenging to avoid bad company. In such cases, choosing to be alone rather than compromising one's faith is a sign of strength and wisdom. While Islam encouraged good companionship, It also teaches the value of solitude for reflection and worship. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, would occasionally seek solitude, like during his retreats in the Cave of Hira, to draw closer to Allah. This balance between companionship and solitude is essential. Being with good friends strengthens our faith, while time alone allows us to focus solely on Allah and our inner selves. Who are the people around you? Are they helping you on your path to Allah? Take a moment to reflect on the wisdom behind the friendships in your life and the times when Allah guides you toward solitude. Solitude isn't something to fear. It's a divine invitation to grow closer to Allah, to strengthen our hearts, and to renew our souls. Embrace this time and remember that you are never truly alone. Allah is with you, guiding you through every phase, preparing you for what's next. So, the next time you find yourself in a season of solitude, take it as a gift, a chance to reflect, renew, and reconnect. If this reflection touched your heart, consider subscribing for more. May Allah guide us all toward His light, in solitude and companionship. Until next time.